Have your parents taken your social security number and opened up accounts in your name? You need help. Hi, this is consumer protection attorney Bill Clanton. I've helped hundreds of consumers deal with inaccurate credit reporting, debt collection harassment, and other consumer-related matters. I saw a video on TikTok recently where a young woman had found out that her parents had taken out a bunch of credit cards and other credit accounts in her name and then defaulted. She was getting harassed by debt collectors, had her credit report destroyed, couldn't get any kind of credit, and basically had destroyed her life. Now, this happens. It's an unfortunate reality. And if your parents have taken your social security number and opened accounts without your permission, and you're stuck with them, then you need to watch this video. You need this information. Here's the first 3 things that you need to do. The first is to file a 90-day credit freeze. I say file, but that's really just a phone call. Call the bureaus and tell them. When you call one, it counts for all 3. Call one bureau, tell them you believe your identity's been stolen, and they'll freeze your account for 90 days. They'll freeze your credit report for 90 days, and you'll get a free credit report out of it. Okay. Get that credit report. That's step 2. Get that credit report. Save all the collection letters you've received. Save any adverse action letters. Save any letters you've received regarding credit, because those can be valuable information. Once you've gathered all that information up, you need to go to step 3, which is to put together the story. You want to put it together. You want to be able to put together a timeline of how this happened, when you discovered it, why you suspect it's your parents, or how you know it's your parents. Now, that's going to be very valuable, because with this story or timeline, you are going to either file an FTC fraud affidavit or make a police report. Now, it's important that you have this story when you call the police. Now, when you call the police, you want to dial the non-emergency number. Don't dial 911. Look up your local police department and get the non-emergency number and call them and tell them you want to make a police report. Police officers sometimes come out to your house or your work, or you can meet them at a neutral location. Tell them what happened. Now, police officers want to arrest murderers and all kinds of stuff like that. They want some drama. They don't always see identity theft as a crime, or they don't always see it as something they're very interested in. They may be listening to your story, trying to figure out who they can arrest. Well, that may not be what you want, So it's important that you take your story with you, printed out or handwritten down, and give a copy of it to the police officer saying, tell them what happened, and here's your story of what happened, and here are copies of supporting documents, and ask them to attach that to the police report, because that police report is very important. You'll get a copy of it. Once you've given the report, ask for a copy. They won't give you one right there. They'll type it up and do it through their system. But once it's through their system, get a copy of that report. And if it's not accurate, call the police officer back. Make it accurate. This police report can be used later on, or that FTC affidavit can be used later on to do a lock on your credit report. And it's important that you have all the information in that police report and have it be accurate and complete. I've had clients go to make police reports that just make the clients look bad and don't really reflect that there's been identity theft. Okay, so you've got the 90-day lockdown. You've got your credit report in hand, and you've got your story done and turned over either to the police or to the Federal Trade Commission through their Federal Trade Commission affidavit process. Now what? Now it's time for you to dispute the information on your credit report. Try to correct it. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says that furnishers of information, that's usually debt collectors and banks, other creditors, and the bureaus have to correct the information once you tell them that it's wrong. So if you have a bunch of accounts out there, it can be a complicated process. We are happy to help you at no charge dispute the inaccurate information, the identity theft on your credit report. And the law says that if the bureaus and the furnishers don't remove this information, then you can sue them for their false reporting. We handle cases under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and we are ready to stand up for you and bring a case against the credit bureaus and any debt collectors or other furnishers who are publishing lies about you because your parents stole your identity. Being a victim of identity theft can be really hard, and we are here for you. Thank you for watching this video, and please consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you.